on a trip with my friends this weekend. So take care of things around the house, all right?
Wait, hold on a second. I'm pregnant right now, so I can't do everything alone.
Don't start acting spoiled just because you're pregnant. Moving around a little isn't going to cause any issues, right?
Thomas, this is an important time. Handling everything on my own is just too much.
You're exaggerating. You're always coming up with excuses.
It's not an excuse. I'm just doing everything I can to ensure a safe delivery for our baby.
If you keep talking like that, you'll end up stuck in the house forever, you know? Let me have a little break, will you?
Can't you go on the trip later? At least wait until my pregnancy is more stable.
Huh? You're telling me to put off my plans? That's impossible for me.
Can't you think about the family and hold off just a little?
Hold off just a little? I don't see why I'm the only one who has to be patient.
I'm being patient too, but with the baby growing inside me, I have to be more careful.
That's just you deciding that on your own. It has nothing to do with me and you're overthinking it.
Don't say it like that. This is our child, right? Isn't it normal to be a little cautious?
That's just what you think. Are you trying to make my life miserable too?
With a family on the way, I thought we'd work together on this.
Work together? This isn't the time to be bringing that up, is it? What's so wrong about me doing what I want?
I just want you to help out a little around the house, especially right now.
I don't want to give up what I want just to help around the house.
I can't do it alone, and with the baby, I really need your help.
Man, aren't you being a bit too selfish? I have the right to do what I want too.
Don't you understand how hard this is for me?
If it's that tough, why don't you just go back to your parents' place? That way, you won't feel tied down by me, right?
Thomas, how can you say that? We're a couple and we're about to have a child.
Who cares? I just want to keep doing my thing, like always.
Listen to this. I just found out something serious. What should I do?
What happened? Is it something life-threatening?
No. I just got last month's credit card statement, and there was a strange charge. There's a large amount spent at the store I don't even recognize.
Wait, really? Could it just be some kind of mistake?
I thought so, but I looked into it. Then I found the name of a sushi restaurant I'd never heard of on last month's statement, and $1,300 was spent there. This place is somewhere I'd never even been to. Couldn't this be fraudulent use?
Well, maybe you're just mistaken. Maybe you used it for work, like treating someone. You're the CEO, so going to high-end places for business is pretty normal, isn't it?
No way. I have a separate card for business expenses, and I'd know if I went to a place like that, right? Since this was paid for with this card, it must have been for private use. I don't even go to places like that, and I definitely don't remember using it.
No. People make little memory mistakes all the time, right? If you think about it calmly, maybe you'll remember.
Now's not the moment to be so laid back. If we ignore this, it could turn into a huge problem. Shouldn't we consult the police right away?
Hey, hold on a minute. Why are you making such a big deal out of this? Going to the police right away is overkill.
Why are you so flustered? Could it be... Did you use the card?
You got me. It was me.
Wait a second. Why would you do something like that?
My mom was coming over, so I wanted to treat her to some good sushi. Isn't that just a natural thing for a son to want to do?
I understand that, but in that case, Use your own money to treat her. Using my card without permission is practically a crime.
What the hell? We're married, so our assets are shared. Besides, you're the CEO and make good money, so don't make a fuss over just $1,300 for sushi.
That has nothing to do with it. Doing something like that without asking isn't okay.
With my salary, I can't afford to take her to a high-end sushi place, so I had no choice.
That's no excuse. I'm carrying our child now. For the sake of our future child, I need you to handle things responsibly.
Jesus, you're so annoying. I didn't think you were this cold-hearted.
Cold-hearted, you say?
You got it. My mom is your mom as well. Don't you even want to treat her to some good sushi?
That's not what I'm saying.
Enough. I'm done with you. We're getting a divorce. I can't live with someone who doesn't value family.
No way. Don't say something so ridiculous.
I've already decided. I want to be with someone who values family.
I feel the same way.
Then why are you blaming me?
I'm upset that you used it without asking, not that you used it.
So next time, I just have to ask?
Yeah, well, depending on the situation.
Then you should have said that from the start.
Sorry.
All right then, let's drop this now.
Mom, something terrible happened. Do you have a minute? I don't even know what to think anymore.
Oh, what's wrong?
Thomas used my card without permission. He paid with my credit card without saying anything. Even though we're family, I can't accept him doing something like this without talking to me.
What? Are you serious? That's unbelievable. Using his own wife's card without asking is just not normal.
When I asked for details, he said he paid for a meal with his mom on my card. It was a high-end sushi place, and the bill was quite large. I was really shocked.
But still, he used it without permission, right? Normally, you either pay for a meal yourself or, at the very least, talk it over first. To go through with it without even mentioning it to you.
Exactly. If he had just asked me, I might have agreed. But using it without a word like this honestly makes me feel so uneasy.
Hey, are you okay? I'm really worried about you being with someone who would do something like this so casually.
I'm worried too. Lately, Thomas's attitude has been getting more and more overbearing, and he yells over the smallest things. With a child on the way, I'm just not sure we can keep going like this, and it makes me anxious.
I see. Then can't you consider separation as an option? You don't have to keep forcing yourself to endure this.
I've thought about that too, but I just don't want our child to feel lonely, so I can't bring myself to make that choice. The most important thing in my life is my child, and I definitely don't want to make them sad by not having their father present.
Make them sad, you say?
You know, I lost Dad early and you raised me on your own.
Yeah.
I'm incredibly grateful to you, but still, I did feel a lot of loneliness not having a father around. That's why I don't want my child to feel the same way. I'm doing all this to prepare for that.
You're right. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have interfered.
It's okay. I'm grateful that I can talk to you like this every time.
If this is all it takes, I'm here anytime. I get lonely by myself anyway.
Yeah, I'll come back over there when I have some free time.
Sure, I'll be waiting anytime.
Thomas, what were you thinking? I really can't believe this. I can't take this anymore.
What's your problem?
Don't act like you don't know. I don't really want to ask, but I want to hear you explain it yourself. You're not planning to stay silent, are you?
Ah, it's about the card, right? Don't get so worked up. You seem really uptight lately.
I told you before, didn't I? You promised not to use the card without asking. If you really need to use it, I asked you so many times to at least tell me in advance, right?
Yeah, my bad. I just kind of forgot. Isn't this a bit much to be making a fuss over?
Cut it out. Do you realize the amount this time is way higher than last time? Explain exactly what this money was used for.
Well, actually, when I mentioned we were having a baby, all my relatives got excited and wanted to celebrate. Since it was a big occasion, I decided to go all out, reserved a high-end sushi place, and we had a big celebration.
What? This is the first I've heard of it. You didn't mention a word to me. Why would you hide something so important from me?
No. It was my celebration, so honestly, it doesn't really concern you. That's why I didn't think I needed to report every detail to you.
Then why did you use my card without asking? Shouldn't you have covered it with your own money? It doesn't make sense for me to bear this huge expense alone.
The wife's money is the husband's money, so I borrowed the credit card again. I treated all my relatives to high-end sushi so you can pay for it. You're totally fine with that, right?
Of course not.
Why not? You really don't care about family, do you?
No, I've told you over and over. I'm angry that you used it without permission. And I even hid my card holder so it wouldn't happen again since last time.
Oh, yeah. It took me some time to find it.
This is basically theft.
Are you calling your husband a criminal?
Well, that's exactly what it is. What you're doing is, without a doubt, a crime.
Enough. I can't stay with someone like that. Divorce.
There you go again.
Of course, you've always shown little regard for family. That's why single parents are no good.
Excuse me? What did you just say?
People raised by single parents often don't have the right values. Honestly, I should have called off our engagement when I found out you came from a single parent home.
Then you should have.
If I had, who would have taken you in? I only married you because I felt sorry for a woman missing her chance, living miserably alone.
I didn't ask for that.
So, are we really divorcing then?
With you saying things like that,
Your child will end up in a single-parent home again, and you're okay with that? If you're fine with it, I'll go along with it.
Fine. Then let's discuss this divorce. For now, fill out the divorce papers. We'll file them once everything is settled.
That's fine with me. Hey, I can't get into the house. What's going on?
Huh? What do you mean?
I got home after work and the locks are changed. I'm asking, what's going on here?
Our home?
This is my house and yours.
We've been divorced for a while now, remember?
What?
Since we're divorced, this house belongs to me alone. Besides, I bought this house entirely through my own efforts, so don't think you have any rights to it now, especially when you never contributed anything.
Hey, don't go making decisions on your own. We're still supposed to be in the middle of discussions, aren't we? Just because the divorce process isn't fully finalized yet, doesn't mean you can just kick me out so easily.
There's nothing left to discuss. I've already made up my mind, and I submitted the divorce papers right away. With that, our divorce is completely finalized, so this place is no longer your home.
We're really divorced now?
Yeah, that's right. Just like you wanted, we're now complete strangers.
All right. Now I'll be getting a huge payout. Since we're divorced, I'll be taking half of all your assets through the property division. I'm entitled to that, so I'll be helping myself without any hesitation.
So that's what you were after all along.
Of course. The only reason I got close to a wealthy woman like you was for the money from the start. Honestly, it was exhausting pretending to be your husband all this time. One of my friends told me that if we divorced, I'd get half of your assets, and that was a real eye-opener.
So you were purposely trying to make this divorce happen?
That's right. I put in some real effort, like forcing you to spend money at that high-end sushi place. I went through a lot of trouble myself, so now I'm about to get my hands on a fortune.
I see. Now I understand everything.
Now, make sure you handle the asset division properly. I'm counting on you, all right?
Yeah, sure. I'll make sure everything is done correctly, and I'll give you the response you deserve.
I'm glad to hear that.
By the way, let me explain a bit about asset division for you.
What's that?
Only the assets acquired after marriage are subject to division.
What?
To put it simply, this condo was something I purchased before we got married, so it's not subject to division. We've only been married for 2 years, so only the assets from that time are eligible for division. Still, I think it'll be a pretty decent amount.
Right? Don't try to scare me like that.
From that, I'll also be filing a claim for damages against you.
What?
Since the reason for our divorce is that you used my card without permission, so I'll be claiming damages from you. It'll be quite a significant amount, but you'll be able to pay for it, right? After all, you're about to get a lot of money.
You've got to be kidding me.
And there's also child support. I'll be claiming the amount necessary until our child turns 20. That's your duty as a parent.
Hey, hold on a second. Just open the door, okay? Let's not talk about divorce. Let's discuss this.
I already told you we're divorced.
Calm down. For the sake of the child, we should at least talk this through.
Oh, so now that I mentioned damages and child support, you're changing your attitude, huh? It's so obvious.
That's not it. Just open the door. Let's talk.
Besides, I'm not there anymore. I plan to sell that house so I won't have to see you again.
Are you serious?
Of course. From now on, everything will go through my lawyers, so keep that in mind.
Lucy, there's something I need to ask. It's urgent, so please reply right away.
Oh, Thomas, what is it?
Could you tell me where Elena is?
Huh? I thought you and she were getting divorced.
Elena told me, and since you're no longer her husband, I don't see any reason why I should tell you where she is. Lucy, what is Elena saying? Is she claiming I did something wrong? That's impossible. There must be some misunderstanding. Misunderstanding? From what Elena told me, you used her credit card without her permission and then brazenly justified it without any remorse. I think it's best for her to leave such an irresponsible man as soon as possible. Lucy, that's not true. I didn't do anything so thoughtless. Elena is just exaggerating and the facts are completely different. Is that so? But if we check the credit card statement, it'll be clear who's telling the truth and who's lying. I'm telling you, it's not like that. I made sure to get Elena's permission before using the card. What? Is that really true? Of course. When I mentioned that I'd be picking up my mother, Elena thought that since she was traveling all this way, we should hit up a nice spot, even if I had to swipe her card. That's why we went to the high-end sushi place. It was Elena who suddenly got angry out of nowhere. I have no idea what's going on.
She would never do such a thing.
I bet she planned to trap me from the beginning. She only married me to have a child. Now that I'm no longer needed, she's setting me up to divorce me. This kind of thing is unacceptable. I love Elena and the baby she's carrying.
I can't listen to any more of these lies.
Lucy.
Are you saying she only married you to have a child? Then why was she planning to buy a condo for you all to live in together?
Excuse me?
She was looking for a condo near your workplace, for the three of you to live together. That was to build a happy family with all three of you.
No way.
It's true, but you trampled all over Elena's feelings. Only in it for the money? Then you should have earned it yourself from the start. Stop relying on others for everything. Anyway, I'm not going to meet any of your demands. Don't ever show up in front of me or my daughter again.
Hey, Elena. I never thought you were this kind of person. You've really disappointed me. Are you seriously planning to leave me?
Huh? What are you saying at this point? I've told you countless times, the divorce papers are already filed. Everything is legally settled. The relationship between you and me is over. It's too late for you to say anything now. I agonized over this decision so much to get here. But I made this choice for myself and our child.
I see. So that's how it is. There's no turning back now, is there?
Oh, and about you using my card without permission? I've already filed a report for that. It'll serve as evidence, and I'm not letting anything slide anymore.
What? So you reported it to the police? Did you seriously go through with something that extreme?
Of course. What's so extreme about it? Using my card without permission is a criminal act, isn't it? I couldn't just stay silent knowing that.
What the hell? This level of harassment is way over the line. Don't you realize what you're doing isn't normal?
Harassment? Don't be ridiculous. What you did is a clear criminal act. Using someone else's card without permission is theft, isn't it? Reporting a crime to the police is a basic duty. What do you mean by harassment?
Hey, we're still in discussions, aren't we? We're in the middle of handling this with our lawyers, so there's no need to drag the police into it, is there?
Yeah, I'm discussing it with my lawyer too. But that doesn't give me any reason to just sit by and ignore this.
Besides, you know that theft within family members isn't considered a crime by law, right?
Oh my, you seem to know quite a lot. Have you been looking up all the legal loopholes?
I have at least that much knowledge. You're making me go through all this hassle. What a pain.
It's important. This will serve as evidence when I claim damages.
Fine. Do whatever you want. In the end, claiming damages is just a way to get back the money I'd received from the asset division, right?
Exactly. I don't want to give you a single cent.
I'll even pay the child support properly.
So you were just cool with that, huh?
Anything's better than staying married to someone like you. I could have married a much better woman. I only bothered with you because you had money. Now that I'm done with you, I'll quickly find a better woman and marry her.
Sure. I'm sure you'll do great at that. You're certainly good with words.
Watch your mouth. You and I are nothing but complete strangers now. Don't get involved with me if you ever see me again.
Right back at you.
The child is the one I pity. They'll grow up cold-hearted like you did, being raised by a single parent.
I won't let that happen. I'll raise them with love and care.
Look who's talking, as if you're capable of that.
Let's end this conversation. This is goodbye for us.
Looks like I'm finally done with you. Hey, Elena, I have a favor to ask. Please, hear me out for old time's sake. You're the only one I can ask.
What is it? Didn't I tell you not to contact me anymore?
It's just, I'm in a lot of trouble.
A lot of trouble?
The credit card company returned the money they charged you, right?
Of course. I didn't spend it. It would have been ridiculous for me to pay for something you used without permission. When I reported it to the card company, they accepted my claim and I got the money back.
After that, well, the card company sued me.
I see.
Apparently, what I did counts as fraud, and the card company said they're reporting it to the police.
Oh, so they can do that, huh?
Don't talk about it like it's someone else's problem.
Because it is someone else's problem.
So, in the end, I had to settle and pay back the amount you got refunded.
Why are you getting upset? You're just being asked to pay for the money you spent, right? That's only normal.
I honestly don't have the funds to cover such a high payment anymore. Can't you consider my current situation a little?
So what? I'm under no obligation to listen to such excuses. From the beginning, you should have kept things within what you could afford.
Please, can you give me a little more time to pay the damages? And the child support isn't urgent since the baby hasn't been born yet, right? If you could just give me a bit more time, I think I can make it work.
No. Why should I have to wait? This is your responsibility. You should handle it yourself.
You're earning money, so there's no problem with waiting a little, right? If you know I'm struggling, you could at least help me out.
It's not about the amount of money. We set these rules together, and if you don't follow them, they're meaningless.
But I'm telling you, I don't have the money anymore. How am I supposed to pay in this situation? You could at least consider my circumstances a little.
Oh? Then why don't you ask your relatives? They enjoy the high-end sushi with you, so I'm sure they'd be happy to help you out.
I already did that. I begged them, but in the end, no one would help me.
Oh, really? So they turned you down? For all that family, they wouldn't help you in your time of need.
Well...
Cold-hearted relatives, huh? Leaving you in the lurch when you're struggling? Well, I guess that's what happens when you have family members who neglect others.
How am I the one who's cold-hearted?
You married for money, and when money got tight, you tried to divorce me without a second thought. Isn't that exactly what being cold-hearted is?
But...
Anyway, I'm not giving you any breaks. You'll be paying for the damages to the credit card company, my compensation, and the child support. All of it, down to the last cent. If it's too much, get a side job or whatever you need to do. What happens to you is none of my concern. So, good luck with the repayment. Mom, I just got an unbelievable message from Thomas on WhatsApp. He's completely unashamed and really gutsy. Why did I ever marry someone like that? So, what did he say? He asked me to wait on the payment for the damages because he has no money.
Really? He's just hopeless, isn't he?
Of course, I told him to get lost.
You're going through a lot yourself.
It's fine. I was the one who rushed into marriage and chose a guy like that. Besides, I have my beloved child growing inside me. Now, I'm just looking forward to this little one being born.
I'm excited for my adorable grandchild to be born too.
Please come to the hospital when I give birth. It would be so reassuring to have you by my side.
Sure, I promise. Still, you're handling everything so well. You have the strength to stand your ground no matter who you're dealing with.
I suppose so. But maybe it's because you're by my side that I can keep going like this.
Hearing that makes me happy too. But now you'll have your beloved child by your side. I'm sure you have no doubts anymore.
After that, Thomas was burdened by the damages he owed me and the compensation for the unauthorized card charges. And even the family and friends he relied on refused to help him. In the end, everyone must have been fed up with Thomas's selfishness and abandoned him. At first, he managed to scrape by with a loan from the bank. But once he got a taste of easy money, he started borrowing more and more. And before long, he was drowning in debt he couldn't repay. Eventually, debt collectors began showing up at his workplace, and having lost both his reputation and position, Thomas couldn't bear the humiliation and quit his job. I heard he moved away from the city and is now living quietly in a rural town. But no matter how much he hides, his debts won't just disappear. As for me, I managed to escape that chaos and safely gave birth to a healthy baby girl. I live with my mom, and together, we are raising my daughter with all our love. Since she doesn't have a father figure, my mom and I are showering her with plenty of love, and we're committed to supporting her so she never feels lonely.
Thank you for watching. Please rate the video and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video.